class?
A dinosaur can't fit in a classroom.
Okay, Emily. Class, please settle down. Thank you.
Wait, I need to show you what else you can do. You can search for fossils using this cool sonar device, build fossil skeletons, and create your own extinct animals in the Extinct Research Lab. There are more than 30 extinct animals, including the cute little dodo bird, the massive American mastodon, the ferocious saber-toothed cat, and the prehistoric dinosaurs. But if you're not careful, the dinosaurs get really mad and rampage your zoo. But you can capture the angry dinosaurs using your tranquilizer gun. Awesome!
Awesome! All right, well, guys, I figured we could jump in before dinosaurs in Planet Zoo become meme-worthy. Like, if you guys thought it was bad with Planet Coaster, people wanting water parks in Planet Coaster, I think you are definitely in for a wild ride once this game actually comes out. And that's what I was thinking earlier. I'm like, if Bo and them thought they had a lot of headaches with the the infamous when are we going to get water parks in Planet Coaster, she has no idea how bad this is going to be once people start saying, oh, when are we going to get dinosaurs in Planet Zoo? Do I think dinosaurs are coming to Planet Zoo? No. Now, I'm saying this June 18th, 2019. I don't think so. I think that, the obvious answer that everybody brings up is Jurassic World Evolution. They already have that. They've got the dinosaurs covered. What I guess I wouldn't absolutely rule out, though, is particularly like with the dodo bird statues and all that, I think it would be really short-sighted for us to assume that down the road they do not capitalize on some DLC with extinct animals, but just not like Spinosaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rex, a bunch of raptors running around. I do not think that is coming to the Planet universe. I think we're more talking like dodo birds, saber-toothed tigers, maybe woolly mammoths, kind of getting into that type of territory. And I think that in this sense, they would put a, maybe like a research spin on it, conservation, trying to bring these animals back. But do I think like, you're going to have your lion exhibit right next to your Tyrannosaur exhibit? I don't think so. And, like I said, this is one of those instances where down below in the comments section, like a lot of these weird DLC speculation videos that we make, it really can be fleshed out down there as far as you getting your points out and getting your points across. And like I said, there's a lot of interesting different points of views. There's a hardcore group of people that are like, no, I want them to focus on animals. There are, thousands of animals we can look at. I would like their energy to be put towards real animals and not animals that went extinct millions of years ago. So you've got that side. But then, of course, you do have the dinosaur side, too, the side of people that would love to be able to create exhibits in the Planet world, the Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo world, rather than the Jurassic World Evolution side of things. So, I guess we never say never, but I think this is, like I said, it's quickly going to turn into a meme in the Frontier universe. I believe it's going to be one of those things where you're not quite too sure if Bo has said no, dinosaurs are never coming to Planet Zoo. Because remember, she did come out and flat out say, because we went through the same thing with Planet Coaster. Everybody was asking, is Planet Coaster ever going to get a Jurassic DLC? Are we ever going to get that? And Bo, pretty much, she has to come out, and the community managers, they have to come out pretty much once every 5 or 6 months, and you'll finally catch them on a message board or in a tweet, or typically it's on the Frontier forums, and they just plainly say there is absolutely no dinosaurs coming to Planet Coaster. There is absolutely no plans to bring water parks to Planet Coaster. And I think it's going to probably be a cycle that has to repeat itself with Planet Zoo. There are no dinosaurs coming to Planet Zoo. I think it's one of those things where I get, like, if you look at the financial side of it, and this is what myself and Sean B., a couple people on the Lady Signers Planet Zoo Discord that we would talk about in the past, and I've talked with Sean B about it before in the past too. But just from you have the side of the people that are like, if they're running a business, how much money are they leaving out there on the table by not creating dinosaur DLC, by not creating water park DLC? And then, that side of the community is like, why do they always seem to come up with stuff that nobody really asked for? And, we have to respect that side of it. Like, I've seen a lot of people say, like, we're not getting, like, let's go back to the Planet Coaster side. They're like, we're not getting water parks, but we're getting Ghostbusters DLC. It's like that side of the community, when they send me private messages and stuff, they're always on that side of, like, Frontier always knows what we want better than we do. And I guess that's not necessarily true, and I think it's evident with the water park stuff. Now, the Planet Zoo dinosaur stuff, that might be a little far-fetched, but and then we go back to that's what I'm saying. There's so many different angles and bigger picture stuff you have to look at. And Jonty and Beyond Drew and I were talking about water parks not being possible in Planet Coaster just from a programming standpoint, and just the coding. But they watch us and they listen to us, and I think they've heard us loud and clear on the water park side. So we think that is hopefully a Planet Coaster 2 type deal. But as far as Planet Zoo goes and dinosaurs, another side of that argument is people have said, what if they have a deal with Jurassic World Evolution and Universal that we don't know, that stops them from creating any type of dinosaur DLC or working with other type of dinosaur IPs? And, like, for all we know, they might be being stopped on that angle. And then you've got the other crowd, like particularly on the Reddit crowd, that they're essentially saying, guys, the game isn't even out yet, and you all are talking about DLC. I'm a little bit with that crowd this time. Normally, I'm not with you all are already talking, because you guys know me. I am a big time speculator. I love speculating about video games and different routes and different avenues they could take. But in this sense, with Planet Zoo being so new, I do kind of side with that crowd a little bit. I'm like, guys, let's just chill. Like, the game isn't even out yet. We don't even know how many animals we're going to get right from the start. I mean, I know one of the articles, and people have been going back and forth talking about some of the phrase, even like this is how close we dissect this stuff. People were dissecting what I believe Bo said about, or maybe one of the developers said about there being many more animals than 50. And people were like dissecting that sentence like, okay, does that mean 54 or does that mean 84? Like, how is that, and that's what I'm saying. It is so early, and we're just now starting this information train, and people are still digesting the E3 information, and I'm just saying, I think it's way too premature to start wondering about DLCs. And, that even goes back to the Marine DLC. Like, we've already done a video on it, and people are talking about it. And so I'm just saying, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's not get too riled up about this. And let's not try to get our hopes built up for something like, as far as this universe goes in this game. I don't really see happening. And who knows, maybe we'll look back a couple years in this video and we'll be like, well, Stan Wolf was wrong here. I'm releasing my Triceratops over here with my, beside my lowlands gorilla exhibit. I mean, who knows? Okay, maybe we'll be wrong. But what I'm saying is, I think it's just a tad too early right now where we sit. And another thing too, we need to take into consideration, if we're thinking that if you looked into the leak, which a lot of it ended up being actually pretty interesting, pretty spot on. If they're already thinking about designing a Jurassic World Evolution 2, which, we would think at this point would be 2 or 3 years away, 2022, 2023, why would they bring dinosaurs into Planet Zoo? Like I said, guys, we'll just have to kind of talk this out down below. I definitely think more of you are against having dinosaurs in Planet Zoo than are for. But like I said, it's always interesting to hear from you and to just kind of just read through the different points down below. And I don't know, it's like I said, it's always an interesting evolving type of discussion, it seems, because even now there are still people commenting on the Marine DLC video from like 2 months ago, I believe. And it's one of those things where everybody has an opinion on one of these there's hardly ever just a hardcore, just one consensus. So that's what kind of keeps this stuff interesting. So, like I said, we'll just kind of have to sit back and wait and see. But dinosaur things, like as far as coming to Planet Zoo, I'm really on the team no. Just because, like I said, I don't think that is going to happen. But, you never know with Frontier. There's like just so cool and weird, and who knows, like what if one day they come out and it's like a Animal Kingdom, Beastly Kingdom type thing where we get like unicorns and dragons and, they just go way off the wall one of these years down the road, with one of these crazy DLCs. But like I said, as far as dinosaurs go, I think it takes away from the Jurassic World Evolution experience a little too much. But like I said, extinct animals, as far as moderately extinct, like, dodo birds, like, extinct in like the 1700s or maybe the 1600s, something like that. That I think is a little more plausible than, a Brontosaurus or a Mosasaurus, just stuff like that. I think we're talking about a little more modern type of extinction situation, and not necessarily, the Paleolithic era or the Jurassic era or the whatever. But anyways, like I said, guys, leave your thoughts down below. We'll keep this going, and I love interacting with you guys down there and seeing what points you're trying to make. So I'm Stan Wolf. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me, and I will catch you in the next video. Thank you. See you guys.